Hello class, my name is Keegan Johnson, and I am a senior at Michigan State University. This semester I had the opportunity to be in a 6th grade classroom at Sheridan Road Elementary School, which was absolutely lovely. Prior to TE 405, I believe that writing instruction was mostly initiated after the students have already wrote, because that is how I was taught. Now I believe that writing instruction needs to occur before, during, and after the students write. I developed this belief through my own classroom experiences, our class discussions, and the readings. Throughout the writing strand of this course, we had the opportunity to read and discuss Fletcher's text about writing workshops. The text coined the term writing workshop because of the way it should feel to the students. The text argues that a writer's workshop should have the student owning their writing, and teachers should ultimately be there to give them the tools they need to succeed. In other words, a writer's workshop should feel and look like an actual workshop, without the power tools, of course. A writer's workshop has never really been presented to me. However, through the text, I developed an understanding of how important it was for students to own their writing. In this course, we also took an extensive period of time going through the writing workshop process ourselves. As teachers, it is important to develop our own writing, not only for professional purposes, but to be able to model effective writing to our students. It is also important to put ourselves in the minds of our students so we can fully grasp the process. I also had the opportunity to deliver a writing workshop lesson in my own classroom. Through teaching this process, I learned how important it is to value students' unique thinking. As one can see, 3 of my students chose to write on the same subject. I could have separated them during their thinking time to give them the opportunity to develop unique writing. Overall, through all 3 of these mediums, I learned how important it is to allow students to own their own writing and for teachers to provide tools before, during, and after the actual writing time. I learned that students have each unique strengths and areas for growth in their writing. One student in particular wrote an excellent persuasive piece. However, he swayed away from one of the major elements I wanted to include, which was including sensory details in his writing. He wrote in a way that was slightly choppy. As you can see in the picture here, he wrote like this: "One reason that Call of Duty is the best video is that... Another reason is that..." And then he concluded with, "Those are the reasons why I think." In our conference, we reviewed sensory details and I asked him how he could put them into his own writing. By looking around at my mentor's teacher's classroom, I learned how important it is to have writing norms shown around the classroom. For example, as one can see in this photo, my mentor teacher explicitly lays out the expectations for the students and the teacher during writing time. I thought these norms lined up directly with what we discussed in the course. It was interesting to see how the teacher included her own expectations in order to build a community of writers. All in all, one of the big ideas from Strand 2 is that writing workshops need to have students owning their writing, and teachers giving them tools to enhance it. Another big idea is that teachers themselves need to develop their own writing in order to best model it for their students. Finally, teachers need to know their students and the unique talents they have in writing.